Hello, everyone. DJ Aaron here. All right, so today I'm going to show you guys how to rip a CD, but in this software right here. This is a bit of software called Easy CD Audio Converter, and this is the full legit version of it. You can get the free version in the Microsoft Store. I find that this version is way better because it gives you more, should I say, database lookup, etc., for different CDs. So while this loads up, you can see that there is different metadata, and it will bring that up. So that's not the proper version of the CD that I have. So we're going to go down here. We're going to grab this one. And we're also going to grab Windows Media Player's tagging. So there's that. And then we're going to go ahead and rip Cooley High Harmony by Boyz II Men. This is listed under the R&B category. And then you can see the record label down there under Publisher, and that's under Motown. So we're going to hit Rip. So what it's going to do, I have error correction set. And this software is called error detection, but it's still error correction. So it's going to go through that. If it has any data errors, which some CDs do, it will have a certain number in a red box. So this rip is going by really well with no data errors. Okay, so we got Cooley High Harmony. Let's see. Boyz II Men. There's that. And there's the CD that is ripping now. And once the CD is done, it's going to eject it. So there you go. So there's no data errors, so it's ripping at its normal speed. So there's that. Now the CD is done. I can unclick that. The drive is ejecting. So the next CD I'm doing is 10,000 Maniacs. All right, so we're going to do that. Same thing, database lookup for metadata. All right. So there's that. If we want better artwork, we can do the next one. Okay, so this is the Windows Media Player lookup. So I want to change the genre tag on this from miscellaneous to rock, which it is rock. Or, to make things simple, some stores actually go pop rock. So you could do that. But I'm going to go rock for this one. Because 10,000 Maniacs is a type of rock band. So I'm going to go rock. So sometimes Windows Media Player will do indie alternative when it's not an indie alternative band. So it's easier just to change the genre from indie alternative to rock. So I want to make sure that I have the right tags, and I do. Now we're going to go ahead and rip it. Okay, so now we can move this one to the top. So there's 10,000 Maniacs along with the other one that I had ripped on the 11th. Okay, so there we go. Okay, so we had one data error, and that's fine. The CD is still ripping fine, as you can tell. One data error isn't going to ruin your day. If you get a bunch of data errors, it's still not going to ruin your day. If you get read errors, then that is going to ruin your day. So data errors is different from read errors. So if you have one data error, it's not going to ruin your day. Sync errors is if your track isn't syncing up properly with the entire rip. So far we had one data error, which isn't bad compared to CDs that I've had ripped where it had quite a few data errors. But even that's not enough to ruin a rip. So there's that. And look how fast this rips. It rips pretty quickly. And now it counted the whole entire CD. Only one track had a data error. So there's that. Now we got Billy Joel's River of Dreams. So we're throwing that in. I like to clear this out before the next CD loads. Okay, so database is loaded. This artwork looks pretty washed out. What I can do... Oh, there's a different cover of River of Dreams. I never knew that. This cover looks all right. So we're going to grab that one. Singer-songwriter, we're going to go pop for this one. Because old style pop is different than modern pop. It's still pop. It's just different in a way. So there you go. And now we're going to hit rip. Since we have the proper tags. All right. So now we can look for Billy Joel's River of Dreams, and we're now ripping it. So it's easier to find the artwork and to get it the right shade of color, because sometimes artwork can be washed out in color, but I like the vibrant color of artwork, and I'll try to get that if the artwork is in its original vibrant color. So that's how that's done. All right, so Billy Joel is still ripping. Progress is going good. No data errors. Some CDs will have data errors, some won't. It just all depends on how it's manufactured and how good of condition the CD is. The 10,000 Maniacs disc doesn't have many scratches on it, but it does have a data error. So I guess it depends on the pressing. Billy Joel is done. We'll do one more in this video. We'll do some Alice Cooper, the best of Alice Cooper, Mascaras and Monsters. Pretty good CD album from 2001. All right, so that one has a really weird shade of green. I want to try and find what's a pretty original shade of green, if I would say so. The Windows Media Player one is washed out. Okay, so we're going to go under metal and hard rock for this one, because it is in the metal and hard rock selection. So we're going to try and find a little bit better artwork. I don't like the washed out green on that. The orange and yellow is okay. That seems the darkest. So we're searching the GD3 database. I'm going to go with this one because it's a little more accurate to the original cover that I have. So there we go. Now we can go ahead and rip it. So Easy CD Audio Converter is very easy to use, especially if you're ripping CDs. All right, so we got Alice in Chains, Alice Cooper. So there's that. The next feature we're going to try is the auto rip. Now, when you think of auto rip, you think, oh, it's going to auto rip it. Well, yes. And also, this feature will also wait till you put in another CD. So we're going to try this feature because this will be the first time I've ever tried this feature out. And I want to see if it grabs the metadata right away. And if it doesn't, then I'll go back to using the whatchamacallit, the standard rip. The old-fashioned way, I would say. So this CD is almost done ripping. This has 22 tracks, I believe. So we're going to wait till those get done. No data errors all the way through, it looks like. We'll find out when the last track comes up here. Yeah, no data errors. So I guess it depends on the pressing. Alright, so that is done. Alright, so you guys will like this feature if you guys get this software and you wanna rip a batch of CDs and you don't want to keep hit and rip all the time, and you want to just auto rip it. This next feature will do that for you. And it's kind of cool. Okay, so this came up with the right tagging right away, and it's pretty cool. So we're going to go ahead and hit auto rip. So what this will do, this will wait till I put in another CD and press the close button, and it will go through the metadata in the background, and then it will auto rip. That's what I'm hoping anyways. I haven't really tried this feature before. So we can move this auto rip. We can't move this auto rip window, but I almost thought we could move it so I can see the progress and stuff. But so far, none copied with errors. Okay, so there's that. We're halfway through the passenger CD. Let's see. We're halfway through that. Ripping the last track, and that's done. CD will pop out. Gonna pop in another disc. We'll see how well this auto rip works, or how much wait time it has looking up metadata. It's waiting to look at metadata. Just waiting on one more, which is Discogs. It won't, as you can tell, it won't rip until the last entry is done, and then boom. This is if you want to rip multi-batch of CDs. So we're going to cancel that because I want to change that. I just wanted to show you guys what that feature does. So there you go. All right, we're going to hit rip again. But I just wanted to show what that feature does. It actually waits for the metadata to get done and stuff. So we're going to do this last CD and then for the video, and then we're going to end it. Because I don't know how long this video is. So I'm just kind of going by what, you know. So Sheryl Crow's Come On, Come On is ripping now. And I haven't had very many discs that had the data errors. I had a couple that had read errors. It could have been just scratches on the disc or what have you. But that's kind of normal when you get thrift store CDs and you don't know what kind of condition they're in. Data errors are fine because, again, depends on the pressing of the CD, I think. So we're getting about halfway through this disc. In fact, we're almost partially done. Just another minute here. And then, boom, it's done. Well, that's pretty much it for this video. And feel free to leave a comment if you have one. But, you know, a lot of fun ripping CDs. And if you like ripping CDs, this may be a bit of software for you. Because, let's face it, Windows Media Player is getting long in the tooth. And even the new media player can't do much, so we have to resort to third-party rippers, such as this one, to do all the heavy lifting. So, anyways, was a good video, but like I said, feel free to leave a comment if you have one, and I will see you all in the next video.